Gemini, welcome to your energy blueprint reading here on the Astroflower. We're going to be going into your chakras and your aura. Amazing time to be alive, certainly with the energies that are going on at the moment, not only in the world, but also in the solar system and within the galaxy. And it's also going on within your energies. There is major changes within the chakras and the auras at the moment, leading up to this March sort of scenario. Let's just see what's going on your root chakra. And we also did an energy masterclass on this, which you might well have seen, and also an energy masterclass on the universal energies. So let's just have a look here. So on the material side of life, there's no rocking. You should be knowing where you're going, or you should know what you want, and you should be really putting it into action to manifestation time. This is the moment to do it. If you're looking for a job, or if you want to start a business or such, this is the moment to sort of like go ahead and launch the thing. On the emotional sort of side, there's some things coming in and some things going out. It's a real transitional sort of thing. It's almost like an exchange that's going on, almost like a testing thing to understand why the fundamentals, the belief systems that we have in regards to our emotions and our relationships, how they stand up, how they sit right, how they sit with us, how they sit with the interaction with other people, real sort of fundamental things. And there's a give and take in this as well. So there's definite movement within the root chakra there. Let's see what's going on the third eye. I'm already going in a pole shift. It's terrible. In the sacrum, and it's a very harmonious position. And I've noticed this within a lot of signs, basically. And I think this is the next stage and the next level after the fusing of the hearts and the heart and the solar plexus. There's the equaling or the harmonization of the sacrum and the third eye and the throat chakra. There is a harmony in that. But there's one thing I will say on your sort of like pleasure side. Your sacrum's all to do with your desires and stuff like that. And so, your pleasures in life, that could be sort of, I don't know, sort of windsurfing, sort of, painting, sort of building, whatever it is, or it's electric. There seems to be a lot of desire from within you to ignite something, and it may not be igniting at the moment. The reason for that is because things need to stay in harmonious sort of space. So I would certainly investigate them, but investigate all those sort of desires and pleasures within you. It may not be the week to activate it. We'll see that in the third eye and the throat chakra. Let's just get on to your solar plexus. Now, what we noticed last time, your solar plexus is now completely infused with, pretty much infusing with the heart chakra. And within the center, you have this. Okay, this is funny because now I understand Aquarius that I did reading just before yours. And it's what's happening is when we were talking about the last week, I think it was, about your realizing your connection to everything around you. If you get out, if you take the time to get out in the trees, in life, and you get connecting with trees, animals, streams, clouds, humans, everything, you're going to understand the sort of rhythm we're in and the space we're in. We're in this new sort of paradigm, and it's going to demand a new way of being, basically. And this seems to have been that conscious awareness that has woken up in most people at the moment, and it's certainly woken up in you, because it's really becoming sort of concentrated, and you're ready to act. And I think this could be one reason why you're being held back a little bit on your personal pleasures and desires and stuff like that, because there's a bigger wave coming down towards the beach, sort of thing. Let's just see what's going on with your heart chakra. It's very sociable, very lovely. You know, there is also a bit of a filtering going on between, it's almost as if, like, you know, people who are within the, you know, in the old paradigm, the old way of living, and new people in the new paradigm, as it were. There seems to be some sort of separation that I hope, you know, I don't want that personally. I prefer that the entire human race goes through, but it may not be the case. And I suspect it is a sort of sorting the chaff and the wheat in a way, you know. Not that chaff's not good, chaffs are brilliant, you know, and so is wheat, you know. You know, I'm not judging here. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm nobody's judge. You know, you're your own judge. You know, you're the only one who sees what you do with your own hands. You know, so fair enough, be your own judge. You know, there is a little bit of emotion that comes to the surface from within you, within your heart. Ah. It's like a dodecahedron sort of shape in a way. It's a real harmonious sort of getting a crystallized form, and that's could be that sort of that sphere that is now tightening within your heart in a nice way. It's really concretizing. I think that's French. It's making ideas or perceptions very concrete, basically, within the way of living. Third eye and throat chakra. Okay, in order for this pleasure thing to kick off, there has to be more communication, and there's not enough at the moment. And I think that's what may be holding you back at the moment is the communication, sort of saying, I want to go to the beach, for example, you know, and getting, you know, talking to people. And it's not that you don't talk to people, you're very sociable, Gemini. You're absolutely lovely, really, you know. But sometimes it's, you know, sometimes your approach can sometimes be a little bit difficult. It gets better with age, probably, you know, but sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to sort of, because it's very matter of fact sometimes. And some people don't understand that. But then those people who don't understand that, that's fine. You probably don't want them around you. You know what I mean? So if you open this communication, I wouldn't open it too much. I would just be very selective about sort of telling who you want to go. You know, telling who you're going to, you know, to that you want to go down the beach. Not necessarily with them, just saying you. So then they can then turn around and sort of say, yeah, good idea, I'll come with you. There needs to be a little bit more sort of communication about, you know, about quantifying what you want out of life physically, you know, or put it in an oral sense. So then you can actually sort of conduct those sort of things, you know, engage in your pleasures and sharing your pleasures with people that are around you. Let's have a look at your crown chakra. This is lovely. There was a little bit too much water, and I think that ties into that little bit of emotion that's coming to the surface through your heart. A little bit too much water, but at the same time, this water is sort of baptizing the whole of your energy. It's this consciousness, which I went into in the energy masterclass, is pushing out this consciousness through your crown chakra. So it's creating these new layers that go around the aura at the moment. And it's a real understanding that some people are going to really get it. And you don't need to explain it to you. You understand because you're connected, as it were. And there's other people that's just going to go, do you know what? Don't understand a thing of it. And that's what the separation is between the new and the old paradigm in a sort of way. But, you know, it's the understanding is more to do with feeling rather than there. This is the weird thing. It's feeling it, feeling the understanding. And I think you're well on that way, and you're becoming one of those beacons of light of that change, of this new paradigm and the new configuration of your energy that's synchronizing to the new energy that is in the world around us. I think the most important chakra at the moment is probably your crown chakra, but the fusing between the heart and the solar plexus is absolutely beautiful. That's going to be, I think I know what's going to be happening to it next week. But I don't want to say, because at the moment, because different signs are at different levels. We're all coming together at the same time, but coming from different angles. Do you know what I mean? So we're all going to arrive at the same place at the same time, but from different angles. So, you know, it seems like other people are in front of you in certain aspects, but you're in front of them in different aspects, if you know what I mean. So, you know, it's all converging to one point, and I think that's what goes on in the beginning of March. There you go, got it out. Let's just have a look at your aura. Here we go. So yeah, your layers are. This is where you're really in advance. This is where you tie in with Capricorn. Capricorn, and I think I tied you into them last time as well. You had very similar things going on as the same with Capricorn, and this, I think, this new configuration within your aura, these new two layers that are coming through, are certainly going to be there next week. Next week, I think it's going to be a bit of an eye opener for you. The week going from the 12th to the 20th, that is going to be really interesting to see that. There is loads of links in the description below. Don't forget, you have got your tarot reading coming up, or is here. It's on our channel for this same week, and see how it sort of ties into that. I think you might get the, just talking about that, you might get the Eight of Swords that, or the Eight of Cups that come up in that. But it's not what you think about the Eight of Swords. Certainly, maybe not what you think about the Eight of Cups either. I think it's a different understanding, but the same action that's coming out of that. And there is a lot of desire, almost sort of like, sort of like a judgment moment or sort of realization within you. It'd be interesting to see if those cards come out within your tarot reading. And then next week, we do have your karma heads up for the week as well. It's a short video just to sort of help you or help us position ourselves within recordings of how we can do things or what we can learn and put in place from our karma. We've also got the energy masterclasses on Sunday, just before you guys did the universal energy sort of masterclass, and we've got the individual signs on Sunday, how it sort of connects with it. And then next week we're doing I think a masterclass on karma, basically on the karmic path. So there you go, Gemini. Thank you very much for being here as per usual. Absolutely amazing you are. Thank you very much for your support, subscribing, clicking that bell and all of those sort of things. It's absolutely brilliant. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.